taking on the Blues of Brooklyn. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And across midfield it goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Blues will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A short throw caught by Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option right is Jackson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alert!
Now Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This time, Jackson will throw it.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Off to the races. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Reset.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. from the gun. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Watson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Blues have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he had the rushing touchdown earlier. Now he has one of the receiving variety.
Not a bad way to go, right? That's showing versatility. That's also showing balance. I think he'd like to add to either total as this game moves on.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Throw well set is complete on the diving effort. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Alert, alert.
Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Go ahead. Middle. Go right here. Ready, shot.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Put his boy down, he's coming.
Back to throw, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. 9 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And it's caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll get that out wide to Duvernay. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And he's got him. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10. And the Ravens first down.
They'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. And that time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
35, Blues 31.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Watson now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That is caught on the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. That's more. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Hey, 59!
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secured. Don't turn it over. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Jackson's going to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson options out left. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6. Now Lamar changing the look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll run again. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And